Game 2 of the ASUN Championship softball here from Jacksonville as we sit at the UNF Softball Complex. Eastern Kentucky, North Florida. Our second game as the Colonels, a higher seed, they're the 6, Ospreys the 7. And should be a great matchup. We remember, of course, the meeting last year, first ever title for the Ospreys. Here in the booth, Meg Mahalik alongside Richard Miller. Berkeley will join us in just a little bit. Meg, an exciting first game. Eagles come away with a 2-1 win, but excited now to see what the Ospreys and Colonels can bring on the field.
Absolutely. We've talked about how close these matchups are going to be all week, but I think learning lesson looking at game 2, score every inning.
For sure. Leave nobody on. Here's the bracket right now. FGCU advances. We'll see them tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern time against the JU Dolphins, and then we'll get 6 and 7 for you, EKU and UNF, as these are two really good teams. We talked about it in the first game that we feel like any of these 8 teams could have won. Austin Peay's going to head home because today's an elimination day. You make it to tomorrow, then it's double elimination. As what are you expecting? They're the Ospreys right there. They come off an NCAA tournament appearance last year and kind of a down year, not the high expectations that they wanted.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of things that were expected of them, and they met some of those expectations, but really coming out today to prove a point and show that they really can be top dog.
They did go 11-13 in the ASUN this year, 36 wins under head coach Jeff Conrad. And then we'll take a look at Eastern Kentucky. This is a scary team. You look at the top of their order, they can do damage, and then their pitcher, Victoria Byram, is one of the best.
Yeah, and I mean, I saw them 2 years ago when they were in the ASUN tournament, and just the level of play they bring to postseason in general, but their proof is in the numbers, and you're going to see that today, the performance at the plate, on the field, big plays, little plays, like they're going to bring it all to the plate today.
And that comes, too, as well. You've got a head coach that is a legend in the sport. 34th season for Jane Worthington. We'll take a timeout here. Get you ready. Colonels and Ospreys moments away here. Game 2 of tournament action. And our sideline reporter, Berkeley Mezzanotte, she's got more about today's game.
Eastern Kentucky's Lily Davis honors one special person before every single game, her dad, Ricky Davis. He passed away in 2004, and she said that was one of the biggest obstacles she's ever had to overcome in her entire career. She remembers him every single day. She even has his handwriting tattooed on her leg, and she just strives for greatness every single game day.
Oh, that's a really cool, super special right there. Losing a parent is Definitely tough. Here's Byram. We take you into the circle. This Colonel's pitcher, she is so much fun to watch. Eastern Kentucky's starter. Figured she was going to get the nod for this one, but 114 strikeouts, just over 130 innings pitched, Meg.
Yeah, and you look at those innings pitched, and I'm going to harp on that all week while I'm here because that gives you that credibility in the circle. Who can you go to? Even if you have to change out, she's going to know she's going to be able to come right back in if needed.
Oh, no doubt. And I saw a few of her, I think, friends. They had screen-printed shirts. It was really cool as they walked in. Ospreys, here's their lineup. As they come in as a 7 seed, Langford, Keefe, and Semino will be 1 through 3. They enter this tournament with an RPI of 77. There are 5 ASUN teams in the top 85. And you see the head coach there on the right of your screen, Jeff Conrad. 4th season as the head coach. Hallie Langford will start things off. Glad you're with us. Here's a grad student, left fielder. Take ball 1. It's 5:35 for a first pitch. These two teams met last year. This time of year, a lot on the line. Colonel's a higher seed. Here for Langford, a strike there, 1-1. Had a really nice series over at JU last week, 6 hits and 6 runs batted in. Ever since that series at Queen, she has been incredibly locked in. Stays away there for the Florida native. Played her previous 2 seasons at Mercer. Either team making a ton of changes. Defensively in the order, pretty much what we expected coming into this afternoon. Her count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. As Byram from Lakewood, California, shows EKU over a number of big schools. There's Langford. Well, a take and a full count begins this game.
And the key for Langford today, especially, we see her in this leadoff position consistently, but working the count, getting that first base runner on, that's the goal here. See as many pitches as you can, but work your way on base.
Langford, this one, tough one. Shortstop comes over to back up Maurice Skull, the third baseman. So Smith, you're not going to have a play on that. You've got too much speed from Hallie Langford. She gets on as that on-base streak now is extended to 17 games in a row.
Yeah, you see Langford just really using the ground in this at-bat. The pitch is up and out. It's too close to take, so she just goes with it and keeps her hands high. You're going to see here, she just keeps her hands high and pushes through that. And that chopper gives her that extra time to get down the line.
As here's Addie Keefe, lays down the bunt foul. Keefe has been moved recently over into right field. She can play a little bit of second, play some DP if needed. Her last game of the regular season, she went 3 for 3 over at JU. Also added a walk and a run scored. Hit safely in 9 of her last 10 games. Here against Byram. This one popped up, a chance. Great dive by Billups. As she gets checked on, home plate umpire asks her if she's okay, but the extension there, what hustle.
Yeah, she got a glove really close to it. That's a tough ball.
So Keith here again on an 0-2. This one again, this will be to short. Trying to get that lead runner and safe. At second is Langford, so it's tough for Smith. We've talked about it all year, but this North Florida team, you've got a lot of speed up at the top.
Yeah, and you look at that, back-to-back spots where that ball is perfectly located using the ground. Mirrors exactly the hit Langford had. You're going to see contact here. That chopper using the ground, that height, you're not going to really have a play with speed like that.
So the Ospreys keeping in the infield both times. With the first 2 on, and you've got Bella Semino. Cimino, a great addition for the Ospreys. Team high, 14 homers. But facing one of the best in Victoria Byram. Really good matchup here. Cimino unleashes. And just behind home plate and off to the side will be Billups there for the pop out. And that's a good one. You want to try and keep the big bat over in the dugout.
Yeah, you get another look at this one here. Cimino just kind of loops under it. And that's a tough play for the catcher to make behind the plate there for Billups. But, you know, follows it and tracks it into the glove.
Billups, after layout next to you, Skylar Billups, that's nothing.
She said, I'm not letting this one go. That's too easy. A tough one maybe, but not that one.
There's Aiden Allen, the Ospreys first baseman. Yeah, she's got 2 on right now for Aiden Allen, another quality addition. Her first season here as the North Florida first baseman. Was previously at Arizona State. On base in 10 straight in conference play. As this one popped up, and it's going to drop into shallow center. The Ospreys are going to send Langford home, and a near collision. It looked like head coach Jeff Conrad kind of clipped Langford as she was rounding third, got spun around. But fortunately for Langford, that throw was high. As
the plate umpire, they rotated, so
okay.
he was going up to third.
Well, good eye, Meg. But with all that confusion, I mean, that
Yeah.
could cost you big
Well,
time.
they're all right there. Conrad's waving him around. The umpire's coming up the line, or was rounding, I think, behind because he was in front of him. I'm not sure. But, I mean, that could be costly because in that position, if the throw was on line and she gets tagged out at home, there's no umpire interference there. He's part of the field.
Interesting. Great shot there. Thank you to our cameramen and women for getting that. It's a tough play for us to get a full view on. But Aiden Allen really has picked things up. 6 multi-hit games in the A-Sun. And just really consistent over conference. Here's a hit again. This one just a bloop single in between Smith and Haynes. And Smith has really been challenged so far. She's had to cover a ton of ground.
Yeah, she's been in the gap covering the 5-6 hole, and then she lays out for that one.
So North Florida strikes first to get the infield single by Langford and take the early 1-0 lead. 2 hits already. This is Grace Shaw. Shaw goes chasing upstairs. For a long while, she was a right fielder. Has been moved into that DP spot as Keefe has taken over in right field. Shaw stays away. Last game over at JU had an RBI double. 41 hits, 34 runs batted in. 2-1. This one, good play at second there for the ground ball to Drafton. But North Florida is going to get another one to come across. So those big swings early. Shaw's elated. After you get Langford and Keefe on, here it is defensively for Eastern Kentucky. This is a loaded team as you've got Drafton and Haynes both making the A-Sun second team. Now it's Kelsey Vogel. It's been nice to see her back into the lineup as we saw her really kind of go cold there for a good chunk.
Yeah, and I mean, she came in some pinch hit situations, and I think just kind of, made her point and worked her way back in.
last year, North Florida doesn't go far without her. Vogel was the female breakthrough athlete of 2025. Started the last game at JU. Had a double, then scored a run. Vogel, that one is out of play. One ball and 2 strikes. Vogel gets Byram. This one sliced down the line. Tough play, but Drafton is there covering so much ground. Well, the middle infielders challenged a lot in that first inning as the Ospreys able to get some base hits. An RBI for Shaw. Langford scores the first run, and it's 2-0 North Florida. Well, come on back. Colonels due up. Drafton, Haynes, and Mariscal.
Welcome to the Atlantic Sun, where heart-pounding moments are born and where champions rise above, where speed defies limits and precision finds its mark, where millions of fans nationwide cheer for excellence, determination, and fairness, where public, private, and faith-based schools compete side by side, fostering sportsmanship and unity. From the beaches to the mountains, the Atlantic Sun is the destination.
An osprey in the wild can migrate 160,000 miles in its lifetime. We humans don't fly like that, but soaring is still in our nature. That's why we converge at the University of North Florida. North is a crossing between bright skies and brighter futures, knowing wherever you go from here, you'll soar. Onward, upward, towards your true north.
Just like your fingerprint, your heartbeat is unique to you. And that's how your heart care should be too. So at Baptist Health, we focus on your specific cardiac needs, from preventive care to some of the most advanced procedures. For your one-of-a-kind heart, choose the one hospital system more people trust for their heart care. Baptist Health. It's heart care centered on you.
Inside the circle, we take you for Macy Hunold, the sophomore from Missouri. She gets the start for this one, so number 10 for the Ospreys, and sophomore fun to watch. 2-time ASUN Pitcher of the Week. And I was a little surprised that she got the nod for this starting role.
Yeah, but I think it's just to switch it up. I mean, she's a lefty. It's going to be a different look. They're going to have to really track the ball differently through the zone, so I think it's a good call.
ASUN plays. She has a 3-6 record with 1 save. But a big thing, 5 of her 6 wins have come at home, so she is very comfortable here in Jacksonville. Here's the Colonels lineup. Let's take a look. Drafton, Haynes, and Mariscal, as they'll be at the top. Billups in that cleanup spot. Davis will be the DP, led by their head coach, Jane Worthington. And this is where both teams are dangerous. They both have really solid 1 through 4. Drafton, the junior second baseman, was very good last year in the ASUN tournament. 3 hits, including a home run and a double. She swings on this one for foul ball. Drafton having a very consistent series against Austin Peay. 5 hits there. She's been on base safely in 9 of her last 10 games. And she'll pop this one up, and it'll be on top of the North Florida dugout.
Yeah, and the key here for EKU is making that adjustment. Again, Macy Hunold, she's a lefty. She's got really good velocity. She can throw an off speed, but she also throws a rise ball, and that's deceiving enough, but it's also coming from a lefty.
There's Drafton, and this one up the middle and past Bella Semino. And that's what Kennedy Drafton does best. She just gets on base, hit number 50 for her, and she's got the ability to steal. But you see, there, she's been hitting over 300 since early March.
And you see that ball kind of outside, but just keeps her hands back and drives it back up the middle. And, you know, that's going to be the key here, too. Like, don't always look to hit for power. You've got to string hits together, and if that's the only way you're moving runners around, you've got to rely on that.
All right, here's Jalen Haynes. Talented player as well. She's from California. Career game 196 for the senior. She's been on base for 18 consecutive games. Hunold's pitch for a strike. As Berkeley's got more about Haynes. Berkeley, what do you have?
Jalen actually told me before the game that she is a big fan of Bianca Bell, and for those who don't know, she was a standout player at LSU. She said everything about Bianca is what I strive to be, and I would love to meet her someday.
Oh, very cool. Well, a ground ball charging in, Bella Semino there, and you get Haynes, a center fielder, out on the ground, and now we'll be at second. There was no play there for that lead bag.
Now batting number 2.
See, that one just kind of
Emily
jams
Mariscal.
on the swing there, but Semino able to come across. That's the only play she is going to have. Got speed.
Emily Mariscal. Third baseman and junior now batting. Well, this is where the damage is going to be made. Both teams really consistent at the top. This young lady from Anaheim. She's started 6 straight games. Ten starts on the year in ASUN play. Game 1 against Austin P. A couple of walks and a run scored. Facing Hunold. That off-speed pitch, he's going to take it over into right field, finds the gap, and like that, bring in Drafton. An impressive work. So Drafton opens up with a leadoff single, and it took just 3 batters for Eastern Kentucky to cut into this lead.
Now batting
You
number
see that
7,
off-speed pitch,
Tyler
not really
Bell.
over the plate, just does enough to get the barrel extended, and again, just trying to poke something and make something happen.
Well, you can see why she has gotten more and more playing time. Somebody that she only played 15 games total her first 2 seasons with the Colonels. So Drafting a single and a run. An RBI there. Here's Billups. And almost a little bit like Shelander. You know, we see Skylar Billups crouching so much that she finally stands up. You see her and you go, wow, okay, she's much taller than you see on TV.
She's got some height. You can't tell, though.
Billups here. This will be to second. The flip over. Looking to turn 2, but safe over at first. So the fielder's choice there. Vogel with a nice little flip over to Semino. And there it is defensively for North Florida. The biggest change is no Caden Oliva.
Number 4,
As the
Lily
last handful of games, it's been Addison Bruneman behind the plate. Caden hurting her knee against West Georgia. Slow roller foul. So quality work here from the Colonels. Scratching a run right back. Here is Davis. Lily Davis, career game 182 for the Colonels. Owns 100 career hits, 101 career walks. This one popped up. Tough territory. It's going to drop for a base hit just inside that line. So Davis with a base knock. And Eastern Kentucky will put them on in the corners. Truly no man's land over there for Addie Keefe.
Yeah, that's a tough ball to get to. I mean, it's down the line. You could potentially have a second baseman get
Now
across
batting
to
number
that, but I
6,
mean,
Michaela Mathis.
that's just, another nicely placed hit. I mean, you can't do anything about that.
Oh, but not one bit. Here's Michaela Mathis. Lefty bat here. North Florida just needing one more out. The Colonels responding nicely here in this home half. Mathis, as we've seen a lot of these counts, 1-1. Mathis, 2 years ago in the ASUN tournament, 2 hits and 2 runs batted in. She won't go chasing. She made the ASUN freshman team back in 2024, and I do remember her series here. We called that series. But she was great. I wrote it down, 6 for 8 with 2 runs against North Florida. Phillips at third, Davis at first. 3 hits in the first inning. As this one sent into center, diving out, and it's underneath Caitlin McCarthy. And it's going to tie this game up. And a good piece of hitting there into center. And you've got Mathis, who must like playing here at North Florida.
And you see that pitch up in the zone. Huno throwing that rise ball, but Mathis doing a great job. Keeps her hands high and just drives that one back up the middle.
And you got to love it from McCarthy, too. She was the ASUN Defensive Player of the Year. We've seen time and time again brilliant plays in center field. She's going for that ball 99.9%.
Yeah, and I would say close to 99.9%. When she's laying out, that ball is going in the glove. So, very few errors or anything like that happens, misplays, you rarely see that. But statistically, it does happen.
So Michaela Mathis with the double there. And the hit parade continues. 4 here in the first. This is Jordan Smith. Huno, strike 1. Softy left-handed pitcher here against another sophomore in the shortstop who saw a lot of action in that first frame. I felt like she was covering the most ground of really anybody.
Yeah, she wasn't. She's probably gotten the most steps in so far.
Smith here, 2 on second and third. And she'll sit in it so for the glove of Hunold into center. 1 run's going to come across. Bruneman unable to stop it there. Mathis will score. And a 2-run single for the Colonels.
Get another look at this one. And that one on the inside part of the plate, but timing-wise, Smith doing a great job of just punching that one right where it's pitched.
And with that, so a 4-run first, a 4-2 lead, and we've got a pitching change already for the Ospreys. We'll take a timeout and come on back after these messages. A new pitcher here as we see Taylor Cook in for North Florida. So Macy Hunold, her outing comes to an end here as it's been impressive. The Colonels, I don't know, I'm getting some energy, Meg, that they remember last year in Alabama.
Yeah, and I think, too, you know, they're not going to wait until later in the game to try to execute. They're just jumping on early, and they're going to get that lead, and they're going to keep it going.
As already we've got double the amount of runs we had from the first game in that 2-1 final. Here's a look at Taylor Cook. As a sophomore, she made the All-ASUN freshman team last year. And some of her numbers so far this year. Facing Owen, the first baseman. As Cook this year, 7 wins. We saw her pitch twice over the weekend at JU. Five hits in this first inning. Owen is the 8th batter. Good pitch by Cook. Owen, and gets a little piece, but into the mid of Bruneman. So a much-needed strikeout. Ends the inning, but 5 hits, 4 runs, as Cook takes us to inning number 2. The Ospreys 7 through 9 due up after this. Plenty of offense in that first inning. We enter this top of the second. Eastern Kentucky 4, North Florida 2. It's 6 versus 7 seed here for our second game of the tournament, Meg. But preseason poll, it's 1 versus 2.
Yeah, and you look at that, I mean, these teams not always getting the ability to face off against each other, so it's just a big deal. I mean, you got a 1 versus 2. That's a big game for the second game of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Ospreys had those high hopes after last year, and Colonels faced him twice last year in the tournament. Here's Hannah Davila. Starting third baseman, Ospreys go 7 through 9. Sing Byram again. A very good pitcher here.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm seeing so far from Byram, she's got some good velocity. She's keeping the ball down in the zone. She's going to work that movement on the corners.
There's that down in the zone you mentioned.
Yeah, and I think it's going to come back to some of the comments we've talked about in the last game of, you know, really being in command with your pitching and being in control of your spin. The spin is really going to be the key here.
For a 2-1 pitch, Davila gets jammed and popped up in foul territory. So third baseman retires a third baseman. Mariscal, they're underneath it with the shades on.
Now batting number 18, Addison Bruneman.
There's Addison Bruneman. As starting catcher as of late. Played a big part of last year's team. Very successful because she took over at shortstop. Without her, they most likely don't make that tournament run. Today is her 60th UNF game. She has been producing quite a bit. Last 5 games, she's got 3 runs scored and 4 walks. Batting 8th in this order. Fouled off. Byram doing a good job of keeping it in or close to the zone, but working it around.
Yeah, and she's, again, doing a great job. She's working that low part of the zone, but sticking to those corners is key. And she's really moving it well right now.
As Bruneman, close one, ball 2. Addison had the game-tying RBI double against EKU in last year's title game against the Colonels. 2-2 delivery. Byram's pitch, rip foul. North Florida answered early with some runs. They got 2 runs early. Langford and Keefe in that first, but EKU answered right away with 4 of their own. Bruneman. And did she go? They looked down at first and say she did not.
Yeah, the key here when you're looking at check swings, it's not so much about where their body is turning or the bat head so much, but where their hands are in reference to the pitch. So getting a look at that.
For a payoff. As this one diving out, what a play. The second baseman drafted in. Beautiful by the Colonel, who made A-Sun's second team. And for Bruneman, she gets robbed of a base hit.
We'll get another look here. Again, that ball in the outer part of the plate, but look at that play, just completely extended. Drafting goes all out and is able to get up and execute the throw. And that takes athleticism, not just getting to the ball, but getting the throw off in time. Super impressive.
Well, she's got a great start to this game, a single, a run, and steals a base hit. There's McCarthy. Osprey's everyday center fielder. I mentioned her defensive skills. This year, 21 hits, 20 stolen bases. Byram will miss. McCarthy, a challenging batter to pitch to. McCarthy.
And the deceiving part about McCarthy is, you know, she can bunt for speed, bunt for a hit. She can slap and use the ground, but she hits for power too. If she gets a hold of one, she's got some pop.
2-1 swinging. As Victoria Byram trying to make it a quick 1-2-3. A junior. Byram. A 2-2. Right down the middle. She gets a strikeout to end it. That's the first of her afternoon. And goes 1-2-3. Gets a brilliant play by Drafton, her second baseman. But a strikeout here against McCarthy. It'll take us into the bottom of the second after this break. back at the UNF softball complex, and we'll see for Eastern Kentucky 9-1-2 here for the second inning. They are the home team, although North Florida stays in their home dugout. Colonels here, we'll see Reese Knox, a right fielder. She's had some great defensive plays this year. EKU, first inning, 5 hits and 4 runs. She lays down the bunt. Hannah Davila as a bunt there, and good coverage as Vogel takes over at first base.
Davila doing a good job at third base. She was ready for that one. I feel like that was anticipated. She was right on it.
Now batting number 17.
Really an attacking
Kennedy
bunt.
Drafton.
First pitch out of the gate. And here we are back to the top. It's Drafton. Still kind of digesting that play she had at second. Our best defensive play, I'd say, of the day. What's the scouting report on Cook, especially since she's down 4-2?
Yeah, I think here for Cook, I mean, she's honed in really well. She's throwing and hitting her spots. I think the key for her is just, trying to keep these hitters off balance. They've got good hand-eye coordination. They're going to hit the ball hard.
That's a close one right there. So you see Taylor Cook, a really impressive ASUN freshman campaign last year. It's twice over the weekend at JU. This one gets popped up, stays in the infield for shortstop Samino.
Now batting number 25.
And I guess, too, you've got to
Jalen
think that it's only a 2-run game. I mean,
Yeah.
that 4-run frame felt like 6 to 8 runs.
The first inning felt like a 7-inning ball game just because you got 6 runs scored across the board. So, but it's only a 2-run deficit. Not a ton of damage done, but UNF's definitely got some work to do.
I guess, too, yin and yang, because we had a 2-1 game to start. This is Haynes, the center fielder. Grounded out to short, her first go-around. Hits by Drafton and Marie Skull were the 2 big ones in the first, both against Macy Hunol.
Yeah, and you look at this game, like I'm just thinking about it from the first inning only. And, it's going to come down to, yes, you're pitching. It's going to be a duel there, but who has the heads-up plays on defense? Because you're going to have 2 teams that are hitting the ball hard. They're going to force the defense to make plays. Who's going to be heads up and trying to, take advantage?
As this one popped way up there. As it'll be McCarthy underneath it with the blue shades on. And North Florida goes 1-2-3. A quick inning for Taylor Cook and her defense. We'll take a timeout here from Jacksonville, Florida. Return for inning number 3 with the Ospreys batters 1 through 3. ASUN Championship Week, it's day one, as this is elimination day. We saw earlier Austin Peay get eliminated by FGCU. As we see this series all-time, EKU in North Florida. Ospreys lead it 5-1, and that ASUN Championship final just about 1 year ago. Inning number 3, Byram the pitcher for the Colonels, and Langford start us off. Scored the first run of this game, lays down the bunt there, foul. She'll have to come on back. Got the infield single that was hit number 67 for this year. That's a team high. 34 steals for number 19. Both pitchers did really well in that second inning. 6 batters and 6 outs. Swing and a miss. There we saw a full count by Langford, her first plate appearance. Byram gets ahead early. Langford off the plate. Byram, 5'10" junior. Or the fourth pitch. Langford, just super patient. A fun batter to watch because she has such a good eye.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, she's down in the count and she's still looking for anything close, but she's going to fill it up if she can. I mean, she's 2-2 right now, but, you know, just a good eye at the plate.
Hey, the ASUN second team earlier today. This one over at short as that throw is low, and they're going to say safe. There, a tough one is Smith. And so you've got Langford on right now, and see if the Ospreys can duplicate what they did in the first inning. We're going to get another look.
We'll get another look here. First base umpire Miguel on the call here. We'll look at the stretch on the throw.
Now batting,
You can't see
number
her foot
5,
here, but he is
Addie
saying that when on the
Heath.
stretch, she's off the bag. You see the safe call here. Close play.
Well, no challenge. We had gotten used to so many in that first game.
Yeah, and you saw Coach Worthington kind of coming out on that, but I think maybe someone from the field said, you know, no, she was off. I don't know what the confirmation was, but she went back in the dugout.
So Owen gets pulled off there. Langford on. First error of this game. Addie Keefe. A strike there, trying to push that bunt. Keefe reached on the fielder's choice her first time. Starting right fielder. Lays this one down, foul. As it's just in between Billups, and we're going to see this again from a different angle with Langford.
Yeah, and maybe there just because of how the foot was. I mean, I think her toe look, it was pushed up against the bag, but again, no challenge.
Yeah, I would say on that second look, the way her toe came back, you could see it bend.
Yeah, and she's
And
putting
she had
that
the
pressure.
ball at that point.
Yeah, putting that pressure with the toe on the bag. And that is a tough angle, the calling position for the first base umpire.
So Keefe here. Langford at first. And Keefe, I don't know who has the better batter's eye, if it's she or Langford. Keefe coming into this game, hitting .390. 64 hits. For a 2-2, this one will be at the second baseman. And it looked like, did she make the tag on that play over there? And they're going to say safe, so Langford at second. They do get Keefe over at first base, but even the fact that Drafton was even able to think clearly enough to make that tag is cool. Let's see it again.
Yeah, I don't know. Looked like there could have been contact there.
Domino.
Maybe she just missed her. Looks like barely missed from that angle. But yeah, I mean, that's a heads-up play. You're taking the quick tag, but she also gets the throw off to first, so she's securing one of the outs for sure.
Langford is second. Here's Bella Semino. As Byram has done a nice job, she's been able to get pop-ups from both Semino and Davila. Semino. This one to center. And it's going to drop for a base hit. Just like that, she's got a hit and 2 on as they've got them in the corners for North Florida. So after a very quiet second inning, the bats are coming back alive.
Number 21,
Semino makes a slight adjustment there, gets her hands inside that one. But again, you know, the key here, you've got outfield playing deep for both teams, and so those little flares that are kind of dropping in no man's land, you know, they're either going to get all the way to it or they're not.
Cleanup batter, here's Aiden Allen. Allen will see strike one. She had herself a single her first time up. Semino gets hit number 54. Second pitch, Allen. This one's going to be close down that line, and no man's land again in the Ospreys. It drops for them as Langford comes in to score. Well, we've seen it once before in that first inning. It was a single by Lily Davis, almost that exact same spot. Well, we need to make sure they fix their divot.
Yeah, right. Now, this one's hit a little higher than the one from Davis, but yeah, that ball landing right on the inside part of the line there. But again, just a tough ball. The defense for both teams giving respect to these hitters, so they're a little deeper than normal. And I think the adjustment here is you play up until you get burned.
Now it's Grace Shaw. Saw her up to bat. She had an RBI on the ground out. Scored a teammate. She was probably just as happy with that as she would have been with a home run. North Florida cuts into that lead. Langford reaches on the air, then scores. She's got 2 runs now.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite lines was, you know, a while back when UNF was kind of coming out of a struggle, had some back-to-back wins, and it was, we were just playing our game. That's the quote that I remember. And, you know, that's the key here. They've got big hitters, but when you're stringing hits together consistently and that's working, you know, don't try to change it. Just pass the bat.
On going through my notes the last couple days, I felt like you'd need at least 4 runs off of Byram. A 2-1. This one through the hole, diving out, and able to keep it there is Smith. But North Florida is going to bring in Bella Semino. And in the blink of an eye, the Ospreys tied up at 4-all.
Yeah, and I'm just, you know, we're going to see this all game long, but the middle infield, you look at Smith here, she's been making plays, covering that 5-6 hole, and, you know, keeping the ball in the infield. It's just tough to make outs with those plays when you've got that much ground to cover.
Jordan Smith, a sophomore shortstop. She's from Salinas, California. I feel like she's put so much mileage on, she could be back home right now in Salinas.
Literally, she's got the most steps for sure, I think, on the day so far, even going back to last game. I mean, you know, she's really doing her job, though. I mean, she's covering the ground. That's what she's brought there to do.
Well, you talked about the top of the order for both sides, but North Florida today, they've gotten all 5 hits from 1 through 5. And see if they can get production from the lower half. Here's Kelsey Vogel. Three straight base hits from North Florida's bats. They were the preseason favorite. Enter this tournament as a 7 seed. All knotted up. Here's Vogel. This one over to Smith, and they'll get the force out. there at third base. So again, Smith, I feel like she's getting as much work as we saw from the Governor's shortstop, Bree Howard.
Yeah, and but she's proven she can cover the ground. She's definitely keeping the range up.
Davila.
As Smith, one assist. Here's Hannah Davila, as she'll send this one up into the sky. And there for the second baseman is Drafton. A little bit easier than that play she had in the second where she had to lay out. But North Florida, as they get 3 hits, profit off an error and put up a 2 spot. It's 4-4. We'll take a timeout as we move to the bottom of the third. 3 through 5 when we come back.
From the bluegrass of Kentucky, the Arkansas River, to the beautiful beaches of Florida, from the bustling streets of Nashville to the soulful sounds of Muscle Shoals and its vibrant cities. Fueled by growth, the Atlantic Sun operates in the fastest growing region in America and broadcasts in over 20 million homes. We're everywhere you want to be, with access to 9 of the nation's top 80 media markets, including an impressive 6 in the top 50. Our 12-member institutions provide every collegiate experience, from public to private to faith-based. All of our member institutions are located in the top 30 states with the most rapid growth, including 8 members located in the top 6. From the beaches to the mountains, the Atlantic Sun is the destination.
Oh, we've seen a lot of runs thus far. Not even through 3 full innings of action. You see 5 hits apiece, 4 runs each, as the Colonels and Ospreys matching up for the first time this year. Pitching is Taylor Cook. Macy Hunolt got the start for them as she got knocked out of the game, giving up 5 hits and 4 runs all earned. So here's Maurice Skull. As time gets called at the last second. 3 through 5 here for the Colonels, as all 3 of these batters have reached. 2 had singles. However, it's our first time seeing Cook. 5 separate Colonels have a hit today. Smith had that key 2-run single in the first. Is there a reason we need a new softball?
Could just be she didn't like the feel of that one. Maybe it's not scuffed up enough.
Here's a 2-0 pitch as Cook off the plate. Winner of this matchup, we'll see him play again tomorrow. He'll be playing around this time, 5 p.m. scheduled first pitch to face a 5-seeded North Alabama. Cook. There she is in the zone. First time this inning. Maurice Skull, the third baseman. A clutch RBI single as she sent it to the gap and almost started to walk down to first.
Yeah, that one was more plate this time. You can see the plate umpire. He's been very verbal on the ones that have missed the plate, but that one definitely over the corner.
EKU 0 for 1 on full counts today, as this one will be over to right. Tracking it down just a little bit, and right field is Addie Keefe, as she made the ASUN third team earlier today.
Now batting number 7, Skylar Billups.
Here comes Billups, We've seen once already, reached on the fielder's choice and then scored. Phillips goes to chasing. Great matchup here today. Very tight, like that first game we called earlier today. Cook just misses clipping it for 1-1. Phillips, a sophomore. Got that California connection in that pipeline. Phillips here. Stays off a 2-1 pitch that looked like she maybe could have done something with it.
Yeah, and that one, movement looking really good, but still on the outside part of the plate.
As time gets called here for Cook. Tighten up those laces on the left cleat.
It's my favorite thing to yell when I'm umpiring 10 and under. Shoe check.
Shoot.
And there's usually 5 of them that drop.
Here's Cook. I'll keep this at-bat going. At that age, are most tying their shoes?
Yeah, I feel like it should be a rule, though, that like parents or coaches should tie those kids' cleats before they come on the field, because I'm double knotting them if they're my kid.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's... So my mom will take my son to soccer, and she doesn't double knot. And I'm like, you're going to... he's going to trip or something. You got to double knot it.
Yep.
For a payoff down that first base line, just foul. As Allen played it the whole way. Here's Cook. Delivery here and into the netting. Strong at bat here from Skylar Phillips. Batting cleanup.
Yeah, going back to what you asked me in the second inning when Cook came in, scouting report on her, it's very similar. She's got a little bit different velocity than Hunolt, but going to keep the ball down in the zone. She uses that off-speed pitch. Velocity just looks very different.
Gets a strikeout there, her second. We saw it earlier against Jocelyn Owen. Let's see it again. She definitely picked up the velo here.
Yeah, and you see that ball. You can see the spin on that ASUN logo just spinning counterclockwise there.
Davis, second time up today for the DP, hitting 5th in this order. Dropped that single. Just close to that right field line, much like Aiden Allen. And time called. A little late by the batter, Davis. Good job staying off of it. Davis digs back in. St. Cook for the first time, got her to go.
I wouldn't be surprised if she went off speed further off the plate.
And gets her swinging, goes back-to-back strikeouts as she fans Lily Davis. Another 1-2-3 frame for Taylor Cook. The strikeout here, her 3rd of the game, and she's retired now 7 straight Colonels.
2 of the ASUN tournament. We are here with Coach Conrad. Coach Conrad, you guys had a little bit of a quiet inning with the bats. What sparked those hitters to come back and tie the game for you guys?
Well, we know our backs are against the wall, right? It's win or go home, so we got off to a good start, lost a little momentum there in the bottom of the first. But we can't wait around. We got to get going, so it was good to fight back in and even out the score there.
You guys got a fun group right here. I mean, look at this player behind you. I mean, what's going on right now?
She's locked in. I mean, that's Jonesy. She's always here, always locked in, ready to go. So.
Thank you, Coach. All right, they're locked in, guys. Back to you.
Great stuff, Berkeley working the sidelines and the dugouts there. Alyssa Jones, we see her plenty, mainly as a pinch runner, and thanks to Jeff Conrad. But, you know, like you said, backs are up against the wall. They know that the pressure is fully on them.
Yeah, and I mean, coming into today, that has to be the conversation for all these teams. You know, if there's something that happens in an inning, what is your response going to be? And you manage that response by putting runs back up. If someone scores against you, you're going to score right back. If they're making plays, you're going to make the plays. Like all those little things.
As we'll see Addison Bruneman here for the second time. First time up, had a really strong at-bat. It was a full count. And then that ground ball, the diving out as Drafton stole it away from rolling into right field. Pitchers Victoria Byram. This one off the bat of Bruneman. And that one, a home run, Addison Bruneman. A big crack of the bat right there. We talked about her last year. She was clutch as a late season shortstop. And she goes yard there as she's been more recently the starting catcher. Let's see this again as she gets her first bomb of the year.
Again, she doesn't wait around. She's looking at that first pitch strike, ready to go, barrels it up, and just crushes it out to left field. Nice piece of hitting there.
Addison Bruneman. That is big time right there. We've talked about it. You're missing Caden Oliva, who had been so consistent for this team, but it's something about late season heroics that number 18 really enjoys.
Yeah, and you know, you listen to these players and some of their post-game interviews, but each one of them, they've got nothing to lose. Like they know how to play the game. They know what they're good at, but then they get to have fun and have solid at-bats like that, and it just, you know, it makes the game so much more relaxing.
And she's got a birthday in less than a week, so an early birthday present for Addison, who had that game-tying RBI double against EKU in the ASUN title game last year, so something about facing the Colonels. McCarthy. Byram does a nice job starting off with back-to-back strikes.
And I'd probably have to go back and prove myself wrong, but I feel like I'm right when I say this. McCarthy's stance in the box looks a little more closer to the back line than she normally has been in other games that we've seen her.
Yeah, she is definitely backed up. Maybe not a full foot, but a good chunk.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, too, just because of her path to the ball, because she is a slapper, if she's made an adjustment so she's not getting called out of the box on that inner part of the line, or if it's a timing mechanism, but it definitely looks different.
Works it to 2-2, slaps this one down the line, played over by the third baseman, and a great job as Marie Scowl reaches for that. Otherwise, you're talking easy extra bases for McCarthy.
Now batting number 19.
That's a tough one. You got to backhand that. And then, you know, you have McCarthy, who might be the fastest player in the tournament.
Yeah, and if you think about a backhand, that's taking your body away from the plate. Now you got to throw it all the way back across.
Now we'll see Langford again. The last time we were seeing her, it was that error that was really a close play. We thought, why not challenge it at the time? She later scored a run. Byram seeing her again. This one, a liner over there to Smith that's short. And a quality out right there for the Colonels. That's really probably the bat out of the lineup you want back in the dugout right away.
Now batting the right fielder, Addie Keith.
Now we'll see Addie Keith. And she had a ground out the last time up. First time up, a fielder's choice. Out of play there from Keith, who I think pretty much the majority of the season has had a top 10 batting average in the A-Sun. Made the conference third team as a utility player. Lays this down and rolls back to us foul.
Yeah, and also just thinking about the elements as an infielder, you know, the hardest spot on the field right now, I think, is first base with that throw coming across the field. The sun's right there behind the middle infield.
Yeah, that is a great point.
And there's no sunglasses over there. So that's why it made me think about that. I was like, I know the sun's got to be right behind them almost. And they're throwing some fastballs across the field.
1-2. Coming from Byram. Keith swings at this. Short hop. Good throw. And there's Smith with some nice plays to the left side of the infield. Locking down for EKU. But Addison Bruneman gets her first home run. A solo shot to left down the line to make it 5-4 in favor of the Ospreys.
Worthington, Coach, it's going to be a back and forth game today. It already is so far. What is going to be the key to regain the momentum for your team?
Yeah, no, we expected a back and forth game. And what I would say is that, I mean, we just got hit the ball. And if we lay off the high one and get on top of that and learn how to hit a changeup, I think we'll be in good shape.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much. Lay off the changeup is the biggest thing. Thank you to Coach. You know, she's probably forgotten more about softball than we've ever known ever.
Yeah, it'll probably be more than I'll ever learn in my lifetime. And I'm around the game a lot, but I mean, you know, like that's just such an awesome thing to have, the coach with that much knowledge and just, you know, resilience as a coach. It says a lot.
Yeah. So it was a quick inning the last time we saw Taylor Cook. She went 3 up, 3 down. She has been excellent since coming in to stop that bleeding at the end of that first inning. This is Mathis. So stay off the high one, keep away from any change-ups. Mathis the double. That was a ball that dropped just in front of Kaylin McCarthy. As that one popped up, been out of play. So right now it's 5-4. Ospreys took that lead. It was a first career home run for Addison Bruneman. just her 4th all-time extra base hit.
Yeah, and you think about what Coach Worthington said, it's the mental approach in the box.
Mathis, lefty bat, starting things off. This one over in the right field, and over there for the Ospreys is Keith. Really some good contact there by Mathis. We saw it earlier with that hit into center field. Makes good contact, but Keith in the right area.
Yeah, and then you see she's got to take those extra few steps to track it. So, I mean, EKU's just got to find a way to get the ball to fall. I mean, they're making good contact still.
I'll see for Eastern Kentucky as Smith steps up right here. That big 2-run hit earlier. As that ended Macy Hunold's game today. Hey, the Ospreys go to the bullpen. Here's 2-0. Colonel's dugout starting to pick up a little steam. We're starting to get a few more cheers from them. And we've seen that throughout the year, how quickly that can change, especially for the Ospreys. Yes, you know, technically you're the lower seed, but this is a home game for them.
Right.
Lays this one down, and I believe, did she touch it? She did. And Jordan Smith upset. You know, she's got a high bar for herself, and she knows that mistake she made.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, she's so quick to get out of the box. And I think just a tough play there. The ball doesn't roll out as far. It kind of bounces right where her feet are going, so you can't prevent that.
So a tough one there for Smith. As could have really changed the game here. Just gets her right on top of the laces.
Yeah, right on that very first step out of the box. Tough break.
There's Owen. We saw her batting 8th the first time. She was the first batter that Cook saw and struck her out. It was a key payoff pitch. As this one right up the middle, so she gets some vengeance right there. Much quicker at bat for her. And a 2-out base hit.
And you'll see Cook throwing this one. It's down in the zone. It's actually below the strike zone, but you know, being aggressive, Owen goes and just takes that one back up the middle.
It sounded a little bit, too, like that ball that Mathis struck. Same kind of sound, barreled it up just enough.
Yeah, able to go down and get the pitch.
As here's Cook facing Knox, the starting right fielder. She was super aggressive. We came back from that inning break. She took one pitch and laid down the bunt. Rolled over to third base. Davila was ready for it. Knox. She's made some fun plays over in right field, too. I lost track of how many extra base hits or home runs she's taken away. A 2-0 now, 3-0 for Knox, and you've got the dangerous Kennedy Drafton who's on deck. Cook stands in. Take all the way. Knox here. Tying run over first. And takes there, so 5-pitch walk, and the Colonels are going to have them first and second. And so you can see that frustration. Jordan Smith, the bunt, ends up hitting her, and I mean, she knew right away how crucial that was. However, the Colonels, they've got the tying run now at second.
Yeah, looks like pinch runner is going to be 23, Caitlin Wallace.
Makes sense. She's usually going to be that first out the dugout there, the junior from West Virginia. Great hand down as you see inside the circle, everybody talking to Cook. She's number 24. But Kennedy Drafton at a crucial spot here.
Now batting the second baseman, Kennedy Drafton.
Second team all-conference. Has proven it today already with a great defensive play and a single and a run in the first inning. Two on with two down.
And you see Cook with that off-speed pitch, and going back to, you know, what we were kind of talking about, every batter, whether they're in the box, on deck, figuring out what's my approach going to be. How am I going to attack Cook? Am I going to go after that off-speed pitch and be ready to time it?
And she'll take a strike there. She thought, I think for a second, that was a third strike. It's only 1-2, so she's going to call time to go talk to her head coach. When you were hitting, did you ever call time like this to go say, hey, Marcy, I need help?
I don't know if I ever did. I can't remember if I ever did with her, but I know there was a couple times where she would call time and have those conferences, especially when she would put us in it to pinch hit and pressure situations, or maybe, you know, take that extra second, you know, to reassure, you know, that confidence. But,
Yeah.
But I think it goes both ways.
She'll get back in there, Drafton, after talking to Coach Worthington. 2 on for the Colonels. 1-2 goes for a second ball. Drafton is 0 for 1 today against Cook. She popped up to Samino. Drafton, swing and a miss, and Cook has been really good. Allowed just 2 base runners since she entered late in the first inning. 2 stranded, strikeout for Cook as she gets her 4th strikeout of the game.
Welcome to the Atlantic Sun, where heart-pounding moments are born and where champions rise above, where speed defies limits and precision finds its mark, where millions of fans nationwide cheer for excellence, determination, and fairness, where public, private, and faith-based schools compete side by side, fostering sportsmanship and unity. From the beaches to the mountains, the Atlantic Sun is the destination.
Just like your fingerprint, your heartbeat is unique to you. And that's how your heart care should be too. So at Baptist Health, we focus on your specific cardiac needs, from preventive care to some of the most advanced procedures. For your one-of-a-kind heart, choose the one hospital system more people trust for their heart care. Baptist Health. It's heart care centered on you.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Welcome back to Game 2 of the A-Sun Tournament. We got a story on EKU's pitcher, Victoria, and she told me that she gets the adrenaline rush when she pitches. She said she likes the resilience and the grittiness of everything about being on the rubber, and she just wouldn't change that for the world. She loves having that pressure on her and knowing that her defense is working behind her.
Great stuff. Thank you so much, Berkeley. Great job, as always, as we enter this 5th inning. For the Ospreys, 3 through 5 here. It's Bellisamino. Oh, we saw just one inning ago. It was a leadoff home run, first of her career for Addison Bruneman. Gave the Ospreys the current lead right now, and they've had really good stuff from Taylor Cook. Samino, a single up the middle. That came in the third. And Victoria Byram, some good pitching here. We've seen her go 2-1 over her last 3 starts. A lot of strikeouts on the year. Here's Samino. She'll pop this one up. I feel like that's been kind of the key, too. We've seen, some gentle ones, but pop-ups, if it can stay in the infield, your pitchers can go quite a ways.
Yeah, and they're not having to do too much. You're not having to push your defense extra hard either.
Samino, this one sent over to right field, tracking it down, and Knox over there. She's always at the ready.
Yeah, and you see Knox, she's got to come a pretty good ways to get to that one. Enough airtime for sure, but
21, Aiden Allen.
Makes it look easier than what it is.
Oh, she does. She is so much fun to watch. Here is Aiden Allen. Batting clean up. She's 2 for 2. Has 2 of the Ospreys' 6 hits. Locked in 1 run as well. Seeing Byram. I feel like this would be a massive boost for her confidence.
Yeah, and I think the key here, too, UNF has to remember they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal here. You're ahead by 1, but again, we've talked about this. 1 run is not enough.
As this one, Aiden Allen skied up there, but over left for Mathis. That is the one thing about Aiden Allen. If she's home, she's usually going to hit a home run. Here on the First Coast, Richard and Meg. Our reporter is Berkeley. Here's Shaw, now the batter. Couple of flyouts for the first 2 here in the 5th. Byram today, 4 2/3. Given up 6 hits, has 1 strikeout. For Byram trying to quickly get through this and then give really coming up some good bats 2 through 4 a chance. Shaw
tries to keep her hands back.
You can see it from Coach Mario there saying, all right, keep cool. See a replay here. Just getting it a little bit of ways. Usually Shaw won't chase that pitch. Here's 2-2. Longest at bat so far today, as it feels like 76 out there. Shaw, swing and foul ball. It's interesting looking at Shaw, some of her numbers. She's got 3 home runs, but there have probably been maybe 5 this year that she has been really close, either deep warning track or robbed of a home run.
Yeah, and you go back to stats, and I talk about this too. Numbers don't always tell you the story.
For the 2-2, try to get framed up. Billups tried to get that back in for a strikeout call.
And you see it on TV, and you're like, man, that looks so good. Why is she not swinging at it? But, I mean, real time, these hitters know what they're tracking. They know if it's close enough, they've got to swing. But kudos to these pitchers. They go right back at it.
And there's Shaw with a walk on a 3-2. So productive at-bats each go-around. RBI ground out in the first. Infield single in the third. And now works herself a walk. And some good work right there. Walk number 25. That's second most on the team.
Yeah, and you think about that, 9 times out of 10, a walk that gets on, they're usually going to score. And that's, a pitcher's biggest downfall is I hate walks because they usually get on and they score.
As there's Vogel going around. Same like Shaw, as she kind of looked over at her and said, I did the same.
Yeah, and I think that pitch just looks really deceiving. I mean, Byram's moving the ball really well.
Is that off speed right there? And for Vogel, her issue has been she's popped up and, kept it pretty close to the infield. This is Byram. The third pitch.
Yeah, and I'd say going back a few weeks prior to UNF going on the road, what's most impressive to me looking at the first 5 innings so far is the spread of hits and runs from the top to bottom, because they struggled with that top of the lineup for a little bit and then kind of brought it together, and now they're working through the whole lineup together.
There's this one on the ground. Over to third and gets a play there on a ground ball. Marie Skull has definitely kept a couple of hits from being added to the scoreboard. Still 5-4. Just a walk by Shaw on that frame. Will return for the home half of the 5th and a 1-run game. From Jacksonville, UNF Softball Complex, Game 2 of our championship week. Here for the A's Sun. Ospreys lead by 1, both teams 6 hits each. Batters 2, 3, and 4 here for Eastern Kentucky, the 6th seed. Jalen Haynes up to bat. 0 for 2 thus far. Swings on the first pitch, just glancing off of Cook. And 1 pitch and a base knock, and Haynes is on just like that. So very aggressive. We saw it from Reese Knox to start the 2nd, but she had a ground ball out.
And you see Cook, that ball off the plate from Cook, but Haynes doing a great job of just going out and getting it and taking it back up the middle.
So Haynes, great at bat, 53rd hit this year. And bunt gets fouled back there. Marie Skull, we saw in the first inning with the single. Got the RBI to bring in Drafton. I come back to what you've said. I mean, it's just 1 run, so I mean it's easy to get that back when all's said and done.
Yeah, and it just takes that one opportunity to execute.
Got Billups on deck. Has reached on a fielder's choice, but she has got some strikeouts. Cook, we saw in that third inning, very quick. And you're seeing, too, I think, for the second time through everything, that it looks like the Colonels are knowing a little bit more of what's coming.
Yeah, and I mean, you go back to what Coach Worthington said, making a decision on the changeup. You've got to have an approach for what she's throwing. And if there's another pitch in the zone that you can attack first, barrel that one up. Make that one be the hit that you want. You know, don't get caught off balance on an off-speed pitch when you get 3 strikes.
Well, you're not going to see the same stuff from Macy Hunold to Taylor Cook. They're just so different. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I don't think Hunold really had a terrible start. I think it was just after those first couple batters, like they were timing her too well. You know, she wasn't leaving it over the middle. She wasn't missing spots.
It happens to the best. I mean, we've seen it on and off throughout the year. 2 and 2 as we even things up here. Haynes over at first after a leadoff single. Cook's pitch. And a swing and miss, which she has been really good. I feel like her timing has been some of the best this year by Cook.
And you see that pitch from Cook, just riding that inner part. And she's got her eyes on it the whole way, but just misses by just that little bit by getting a barrel on it.
Has 5 strikeouts. As Billups attacking early, much like Haynes did. As Cook adds another strikeout. It's her second most on the year. She had a season-high 6 against Marshall, but that was almost 3 months ago. It's 1-1 for Billups.
Keeping an eye on Bruneman back there. You see the big leads at first base from Haynes, and Bruneman really honing in on that.
Well, Cook just exuding a ton of confidence. We saw it from FGCU's pitcher earlier today, but that youth not really playing a role for these pitchers. So 2 and 2. Winner of this one, they'll play tomorrow, 5 p.m. against the Lions of North Alabama. Cook keeps this one low as it's popped up, and coming over is McCarthy. The Ospreys do a good job after Haynes attacking, getting that hit right away. Here steps up Lily Davis. She's 0 for 1 against Cook, 1 for 2 on the day. Single came against Macy Hunold, dropping it just inside of that right field line. But her strikeout ended the third.
And you think about the strikeout that she had prior in the third inning. She was out in front on that pitch, and I hear first base coach down there, stay back, stay back. So just reminding her of that timing against Cook.
Well, it is such a challenge. I come back to the fact that, you know, we saw it against Austin P and FGCU. They had not seen each other yet this year. Same for EKU and UNF.
Yeah, and you think about that, you at least get a chance to see somebody and make adjustments physically. You know, you're not having to go off of film and all the things that we talked about, too.
Taylor Cook. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Haynes at first. Davis. This one over to left. Back there at the warning track is Langford. So impressive stuff as Cook gets out of the inning. Jalen Haynes gets a leadoff single, but after that, She retires the next 3. We'll take a timeout. Come back with inning number 6 as the Ospreys send up 7 through 9. ASUN Championship Week. Ospreys still on top of the Colonels, 5-4 here in this 6 versus 7 matchup. The Ospreys batters 7, 8, 9. And it's been fun seeing all the strong pitching here today. Victoria Byram, the junior righty, as she has really contained the Ospreys third baseman here, 0 for 2. Both a couple of pop-ups. One to third in foul territory. The other pretty gentle over to second. Taylor Cook is locked in for the Ospreys, allowing just 2 hits and 3 overall base runners. And Davila, this one's going to be fair, and Hannah Davila stumbled right there about halfway through, and I think it was more than anything, Mathis doing a good job of getting that ball back in.
Yeah, I mean, that's a quick pickup. We'll get another look at it here, and Davila making that adjustment at the plate. Takes that one, again, that left field line for us, takes it right down the line. But the quick throw, she stumbles there, but she was already heading back.
So North Florida gets that
Now batting number 18,
lead off base knock.
Bruneman.
They've been on a number of times. Langford twice to lead innings. Bruneman with the leadoff home run. And speaking of which, here she is.
Bruneman on that one realizes that ball's spinning back into her and stays in the box so that way it doesn't hit her out of the box. Good softball move there.
Well, she had a bird's eye view when it hit Jordan Smith earlier.
Yeah.
And Bruneman has that one called a strike. Is that tough? You're an umpire. How do you call balls and strikes with the bunting?
And I'm trying to think too, if he didn't say offer, but to me it looked like she maybe kind of put the bat forward before she put it back. So maybe that was why the strike call came. I didn't really hone in on how high it was. It did look a little up.
She'll step back in, 0-2 after that foul ball. Byram was blown away. Got a pretty solid Ospreys cheering section over to our left. There's 1-2. Bruneman keeps fighting them off. Was really close to having a 2-hit game. Drafting, diving out, making best defensive play we've seen thus far. And another ball. There's Bruneman, just a long at-bat, very similar to what we saw from her in the second inning. Was able to get a full count. Byram's 2-2 pitch. And Bruneman makes good contact, but wide of the bag.
And I think potentially I've seen, it looks like there's a softball flying back and forth in the bullpen. I'm sure it probably started last inning, but, you know, just in case something happens here, potentially could see some movement in the circle.
Well, we're getting to the point of the game where we feel like every pitch is so key. We'll go 2-2 again for the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And I think both Byram thought she had the strikeout. Bruneman was almost half waiting to walk back to the dugout.
Yeah, that one, a little bit of a, what is it, a knee jerker there. Get some shaky knees on that one in the box.
Payoff pitch. And that one's going to go back to the netting there. And not even close. So the walk there, Bruneman gets on. And we mentioned as well those late season heroics, and it looks like we'll see a pitching change here for Eastern Kentucky. And that will be the case, so we'll take a timeout right here for the Ospreys with 2 on and nobody out. New arm as Byram goes to the dugout. We'll be right back. Ospreys lead 5-4.
We have a new pitcher for EKU, and it is Bailey Honeycutt. And funny enough, guys, she actually wants to be a sideline reporter. So she fell in love with it while watching games growing up, along with watching softball. Guys, I think we should give her some tips maybe in the future on how to become part of the broadcast team.
Absolutely all for it, Berkeley. We can have a little powwow maybe after the game. How about that? Bailey Honeycutt, the righty, makes the appearance right here. And the Ospreys will have a pinch hitter here. So coming in for McCarthy will be Reese Green. For Green, only her 12th game of the year. She has 1 hit on the season. Comes in a high pressure situation. Lays down that bunt. Makes that play over at first, and you can see why you bring her in. A good bunter. She's got speed. And she was one of those additions. She played at Troy last year and has local ties as she's from Hilliard. So you come in, do your job, lay down the sack bunt and move your teammates over. Meg, we were talking quickly during that break, but Honeycutt, you noticed something about her mechanics.
Yeah, if you'll notice, and I don't know if you'll get a good look at it when we go back to play here, but she has a different mechanic. It's something that NCAA does allow this year, and there's been changes with pitching over time. But if you watch her foot that's on the rubber, which is her pivot foot, when she starts her windup, she'll lift it a little bit above the mound. In college, they're calling it clearing the cleats, so it is legal for them as long as they're above the plane of the mound, and they're not trying to gain forward advantage before that.
Interesting. The Ospreys will make another change here. So Bruneman comes out, and you're going to see Marley Nagy now as a pinch runner at second base. Something they'll do pretty often. Number 14 always in that rotation. As here's Langford. Been on base twice, one of them being a hit. Honeycutt on the year 8-8 record. Her ERA of 3.80. Just try and keep something here. And two, we've seen it from both pitchers. You're getting second and third looks at the starters, so batters have that advantage.
Yeah, and by that point, you're late in the game. You've got to make some type of change. It may not be every single batter that's timing her up or barreling the ball, but you get enough consistency with that. You just give them a different look. It gives that pitcher a break because they're going to go back to her.
There's Langford after a 3-0 start. Honeycutt as this one gets popped up and in there for the second row. Got some future ASUN players behind us. A full count here for Langford. Langford, a swing and miss, so Honeycutt comes out of the bullpen. And a much-needed strikeout right there for a second out that the Colonels desperately needed.
Yeah, I mean, here you've got situational runner scoring position. You've got your speed here, and you get her to swing and miss, so you keep her off the bases and the runner stays put.
That's Addie Keefe. As this one sending home, and Hannah Davila there as it pops out of the mitt for Billups. The Ospreys will add another one to make it 6-4. That one hurts too for the Colonels after you just get the strikeout. Davila led off this inning with the single. Scores to give the Ospreys their fourth inning with a run or two. See, Keefe reached on that fielder's choice, but she has back-to-back groundouts, both to the middle infield. An off-speed pitch, that's a tough one to know what to do with, too. She's a lefty bat, and also probably getting a little look into that sun.
Yeah, that too, and I mean, taking in that count too is okay, 2-0, so if you throw an off speed, you get a strike in there, but knowing that pitch exists now, you'll know what to do with it.
There's a hitter's count for with pinch runner Nagy over at third base. That young girl who just got that foul ball one batter ago. Keefe. So another full count. This is the third Osprey with the 3-2 count in this sixth inning. Honeycutt for a payoff pitch. And a walk right there. The Ospreys second. And so North Florida here in the corners, and you bring up Bella Semino. And it looks like we'll see another pitching change, and that will be the case of Bailey Honeycutt. As we've talked about it, season is on the line, so there's not much leeway you can give your pitchers. We'll take a timeout here in the 6th. Ospreys lead by 2 with 2 on and 2 out. Second pitching change here in the 6th inning. A battle of 6 versus 7. Ospreys lead now by 2 runs. As here's Tatum Bianski. Stands at 6 foot tall, as you see. The red shirt junior from Ohio comes in and really just try and get something on the ground, something easy, and keep it at this 2-run lead.
Yeah, you've got 2 outs in the inning here, just trying to work your way out of it. I mean, that's the key here is you've got to eliminate the run deficit.
And 2, you've got to give Bella Semino something she hasn't seen. If you give her Honeycutt, I mean, there's a good chance she is an extra base hit.
Yeah.
As the numbers right there for number 34. And here's Semino, 1 for 3 today. She had a single up the middle in the 3rd. As taking off. And the Ospreys are going to go with the double steal, and they'll plate it with Nagy coming in. And diving out and in is Keefe. So the Ospreys get 2, they get tricky. And the Governors, that hurts.
Yeah, that's just a tough play there because you've got the throw down with 1st and 3rd. They decide to go for the out there. Runner's not that far off, but you bobble the throw here. The throw's offline at home, so that creates this whole next situation where the ball goes to the backstop. But Billups loses her glove in the midst of that, and I think potentially if something had happened with the play, it's potential for obstruction, which would be her getting in the way of the runner. That's potentially what could have happened, but 2 runs happen.
Oh, but just, I mean, devastating because Drafton has played so well. She's taken away a base hit. She had their first run of the game. And that's just, this time of year, you hate to see it, but the Ospreys able to get a couple of runs because they put that pressure on.
Yeah, and you know, it comes down to how you execute, and we'll talk about that all week. You know, what happens on the close plays, what happens if you're not aggressive. You don't want to leave any part of the game up to, well, what if this happened or what if I did this? Just go out and do it.
Well, Bella Semino here started off 2-0. Bianski gets a strike there. Pitched in 2 of the 3 games at Austin Peay. Once she went 5 2/3. And the other one, just 3 innings of work. Gave up 1 run in that second one, in which she got the save. Ospreys, 3 runs here in the 6th. She rips one over in the left for a base hit. And so even without the double steal, she probably gets an RBI off that hit. And Cimino has a pair of them today.
I know Cimino, she had a hard hit earlier, but coming back from the 5th inning to now, makes up for that at bat, hits this one hard, and just really getting back into that comfort zone for her at the plate.
And we'll see Aiden Allen for the Ospreys. She had a couple of hits early on, then flew out to the warning track or thereabouts 1 inning ago. 2 singles for Allen. As she and Cimino, the Ospreys, with 2 hits each. Awaits a 3rd pitch. And a big whiff. Probably the best pitch we've seen here thus far from Vianski. Ospreys on their 7th batter here in the 6th. Got 1-2 with Allen. This one back to the circle. And Vianski, that much needed out right there. So the Ospreys able to get the double steal, cause some pandemonium, and the throw wide as they lead 8-4. Bottom of the 6th coming up. We'll see 6 through 8 for Eastern Kentucky.
Welcome to the Atlantic Sun, where heart-pounding moments are born and where champions rise above, where speed defies limits and precision finds its mark, where millions of fans nationwide cheer for excellence, determination, and fairness, where public, private, and faith-based schools compete side by side, fostering sportsmanship and unity. From the beaches to the mountains, the Atlantic Sun is the destination.
An osprey in the wild can migrate 160,000 miles in its lifetime. We humans don't fly like that, but soaring is still in our nature. That's why we converge at the University of North Florida. North is a crossing between bright skies and brighter futures, knowing wherever you go from here, you'll soar. Onward, upward, towards your true north.
Welcome to Eastern Kentucky University. Let me show you what it's like to be a Colonel. At EKU, we're focused on you. Experience an unforgettable college journey with affordable education, a supportive community, and programs that fit your goals. From next-generation healthcare leaders to new heights in aviation, start your next adventure at Eastern Kentucky University.
Here at the UNF softball complex, as we'll see for North Florida, Taylor Cook once again. She came in late in the 1st, struck out Jocelyn Owen, and really ever since then has been super locked in and has not allowed much. A few base runners here and there, but it's been, really stranding runners. There have been 2 hits, but that's it.
Yeah, I think there's been, three runners left on between the 4th and 5th, and so EKU, I think, just looking to make an adjustment here and execute.
So it's Mathis to start things off. 7 hits on the day for the Colonels. It was a big 4 spot in the 1st when they got to Macy Hunold early after 7 batters. We've seen a lot of balance so far. 7 hits, each one from a different Colonel. And they're starting 9. there's a foul ball. We saw Michaela Mathis with the double in the first inning. Now and out to center. Second ball. North Florida this year, they are 13-3 when they keep opponents to 3 to 5 runs.
On the app.
There's probably a delay. 2-2. I'm assuming it's probably like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Probably one of those where you're like, oh, my siblings here at the field. Okay, I'll show up, but I want to do something else too. Cooks 2-2, and we'll have a full count of Mathis. She flew out over right field, made some good contact, but it was right at Addie Keefe. As she makes good contact here, and this time it's a base hit over to right, this time in front of Keefe. So, Meg, that's now back-to-back innings where we've seen leadoff singles from Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, and you see that one. Mathis just does a good job of barreling that one up. Kind of left a little over middle in. But, again, EKU just looking to try and get some momentum here, get something started.
And so we'll see Jordan Smith here again, a 2-run base hit in the first. A 4-run first for this 6-seeded EKU. Then she had the bunt that hit her in the fourth. Her second time seeing Cook. As it's a rematch of last year's battle for the title. And it's quickly 3-0 here for Jordan Smith with time called. And do you think maybe at some point the Ospreys decide maybe take Cook out and see what else they can do? Because you have other options. You can go Ponick or maybe Peters if need be.
Yeah, just to close it out, I mean, we've seen Peters and Ponick both in closing situations, but I think here, especially with the little bit of extra cushion, maybe give her another batter or two, but, you know, if they get runners past second base, you're going to have to look to make that change. You don't really have much cushion here when it's an elimination game on the first day.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, really, I didn't think we'd be sitting here at the end of this second game saying Taylor Cook has gone 4 1/3. Like that was not on my scorecard. And it'll be a walk right there. And so Jordan Smith is on, 2 on with nobody out. And here's Jocelyn Owen, who is 1 for 2 today against Taylor Cook. And that should do it for the youngster. But you get great work out of Cook. That is a quality outing right there from 24. And we'll take a break here. Colonels have 2 on. The Ospreys will hand it off to Cameron Ponick when we come back. And the Ospreys will hand it off to number 88. We'll see Cameron Ponick here, who makes the All-ASUN second team. And for Ponick, kind of started the year, she was the Ospreys' go-to. She was a great arm for them. Had a crazy start to the year. Opened up the year 5-1. The one loss was to Florida. And today is her birthday. She turns 21. Bunt laid down. Hannah Davila there. And Jocelyn Owen able to do her job. So does it very quickly against a new pitcher. And moves her teammates Mathis and Smith over to the left. See Reese Knox here. She's been very aggressive. Not really sure what to expect from her. She had a long at-bat for a walk in the fourth. One pitch and a bunt trying to get an infield single in the second.
Yeah, and I think the key here, you really won't see, or you shouldn't see a sacrifice situation. You've got one out. Yeah, your runners are in scoring position, but you're down 4 runs. So you don't want to give up another out for just one run. You need more than one.
Yeah, your outs are coming down to the wire. Here for Knox. We've seen this inning. Mathis worked herself a strong leadoff single. Jordan Smith, a walk right after, and then it was the pitching change. Seen Ponick most recently, got the win over at JU. That outing 4 1/3. Since early April, though, Cam Ponick is 4-0 with 2 saves. And all of that has come in conference play. So definitely the person you want with the ball in this situation. For Knox, a hitter's count. On the 3-1, she's going to take. And we've seen more times than not players trying to make that way to first base, but at this point they should know.
Yeah, and I feel like in some regard, it's like, okay, if I just start to run, maybe he's not going to call it, but that's not really how that works.
Full count here for Knox. A big one. Ponick, her pitch is high and too far inside, so another walk right there. And we're going to see for the Colonels with the bases loaded, and now you get Kennedy drafted. As this young lady, so dangerous on base in 10 of her last 11 games, has a 50-hit season. A rise ball too much. In this matchup of both players who made the all-conference second team. Drafton's 1 for 3. Her throw wide allowed one of those late runs. The Colonels right now trying to respond to that 3 spot the Ospreys had in the top of the inning. With the bases loaded, a 2-0 pitch. And this one smacked over in a left field, and it's right to Langford. And the fly out there, you'll bring in a run as Mathis comes in to shrink this lead.
Now batting the center fielder, Jalen Hayes.
So Langford, those sunglasses on right there. There's Haynes. Haynes singled last time up. It went right past Cook. For Haynes, 1 for 3. got some of it right there, the foul ball.
It's hard to tell if she tipped it, but I could hear two noises through the headset.
Yeah, I just got a little bit. I mean, it may have just been the laces. I mean, not much. Ponick leans back. And the pitch will be a ball.
Yeah, and if you're watching Ponick in the circle so far, I mean, she carries a lot of velocity. She's going to hit the corners as well. She's going to work down in the zone, but she will throw off speed. She'll throw that rise ball, and that rise ball's got a little more pop on it because the spin that she uses behind her.
Like that one?
Like that one. And we've seen her very successful with that pitch in multiple games. It's her go-to pitch, and teams, it's deceiving. It looks like it's coming in, and it just takes off high, and you're already swinging.
2-2. Longest at bat for Haynes in this game. So swing at this one. Bellisamino will go right at first base. And so Ponick comes in. They do get a run, though, so a little bit of an answer from Eastern Kentucky. But Ponick kind of stops the bleeding. You head to the 7th, due up for the Ospreys. 5, 6, and 7. As we are back to the UNF softball complex, glad you're with us to start this 7th inning. A fun day of softball, and we're loaded up all week long through Saturday. Ospreys lead by 3 runs in this 6-7 matchup. And they'll start with Grace Shaw here. Who's had productive at-bats in all 3. Last time we saw her, it was a walk. Before that, it was an infield single and an RBI ground out in the first. Shaw, Vogel, and Davila. As Vianski here, we saw her just come in briefly, had to make a couple of pitching changes in that 6th, but the Ospreys had 7 batters sent up and scored 3 runs. Crooked numbers in 3 of the 6 today. There's Shaw, second ball. Shaw ready to go, makes contact. This one over to right. It's going to drop again. That's the 3rd base hit we've seen drop in that same little area.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's working, don't change it. We'll get another look at it here. And again, that ball outside on the outside part of the plate. Grace does get a little under it, but it stays fair and it's a hit.
Her teammate Aiden Allen had that same one in the 3rd. Lily Davis was the first of the trio. Here's a bunt by Vogel, and the play over in the hot corner. Mariscal comes up, and they move Shaw over to second. Here's Hannah Davila for the Ospreys. They land her after a couple of seasons with the Georgia Bulldogs. And she got that key leadoff single to begin the sixth. See if they can tack on some more. They're against Viansky. Last home game for Hannah Davila. Belted a 3-run homer. As this one over to the hot corner. Off the glove, it's going to roll. Davila is going to get on, and with that, she gets that super tough pacing. And gets on for the second straight time, and North Florida is going to put them first and third.
You see Davila, she just pulls that one. That second hop just kind of takes over and eats Mariska up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that one's such a short hop. That's tough to get underneath that one. There's Bruneman.
And I apologize. That's Mariscal at third base. I mispronounced her name, so I apologize. So the runner should be called out for leaving early. That's probably what that was.
Well, that will be the case. Good eye there, Meg.
We'll get another look here. And so, or no, excuse me, it was just a slow rundown. And so there's a tag out.
Well, they were trying to do what they did a couple recently. That was just one inning ago, but try and see if Eastern Kentucky gets thrown for a loop. Not going to work twice, though. Notsky for a ball. That sun almost all the way down behind Hodges Stadium. Great pitch. That's so tough to know what to do with.
It just floats across the radar. I mean, and sometimes it's falling as well. So you've got the change in speed, and it falls off the map.
Rudeman able to get just some of that. And we'll check on that softball and keep it. Bruneman makes contact over to third here. And Mariscal able to redeem herself following that error right there. So Shaw with the leadoff single, but nothing comes across. Some good work from Viansky as we move to the bottom of the seventh. Ospreys 8, Colonels 5. As we're back here, it's the bottom of the 7th. Cameron Ponick pitching for the Ospreys, all ASUN second team. Colonels fans traveling really well, but Ponick needs to finish this one off. It'll be 3 through 5 here for the 6-seeded EKU. Emily Maraskiel as our control room. They've been great today.
We love them so much.
A long day.
I wonder if you'll say a long day after the time Thursday gets here. Or will it be along something else?
No, I mean, as long as we're, well fed and AC stays on.
Fair enough.
They're just stipulations. Phillips and then Davis will bat next. Our RBI single we saw from her in the first inning. Her first time seeing Ponick. Of note, too, she had a few warm-up pitches, and 2 of those went wild.
Yeah, one went on the ground, one went kind of high to the backstop.
Ari Skull. There's a ball. So we've seen some longer at-bats for her. She's been very patient. Understandably, she bats third in this order. Trying to keep this season alive. Foul ball. The winner of this one advances to play North Alabama tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. Colonels were able to score their first run with 1 in the 6th after a huge 4-run first. With a 2-2 count. Here's Ponick. And a strikeout. They're saying go over to first. She wasn't too sure about it as it got away from Runeman there. And the frustration leaks through. Let's see it again here, Meg.
Yeah, you see she swings under that, and that ball from the front was tailing in and up. So Bruneman, I think, just kind of lost it there on the swing, but Mariscal not able to recognize that it was a drop third.
Yeah, it's a tough one right there. We'll see. Looks like a new batter coming up right here as we'll get 52 as McLeod, the sophomore, will step up, and it'll be their first pinch hitter. It's a good play right here. All upon late. Has a scary bat. First year with EKU, she made ASUN third team and ASUN all freshmen. Kind of in a way, if you were to compare maybe like their Grace Shaw, who early on just really established herself. And a swing and miss there. With 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looks to be Davis in the on-deck circle. McLeod here. First at-bat today. Swing and miss, and there's a strikeout. So Cameron Ponick showing why, for the longest time, she had the best ERA in the ASUN.
And you see Ponick with this pitch here. It's right on the outer half, but a little further off because, again, you're ahead 1 and 2. You're not going to leave it over the plate, but keeps it close enough to get her to chase.
Here's Davis. Safe strike 1. As right now, those Ponick wild pitches and her warm-ups not playing a role. Davis today, 1 for 3. Her hit was in the first. This one popped up. Bruneman watches it into the night sky. Two down in this bottom of the 7th. Ponick pitching. And a ball there to Davis. Lily Davis. Season on the line, just keeps fighting them off. That's going to be over towards the grill. This EKU squad, they went 2-1 against Austin Peay to close out that regular season. Rematch of last year's ASUN title game. And Davis trying to keep the hope alive. It's our one, win and you're in, keep going. You lose, you head home. Here's Ponick with 1-2. Davis has to slide back some. A good battle here.
Potential here to see an off-speed pitch. Ponick's gone to that rise ball a couple times. She's hit the outside pitch, misses that one low and in. So either a rise ball outside again, maybe see if she chases.
2-2. And she'll rip that foul right along the fencing there. But making quality contact. Winner will play the Lions. EKU needs a base runner. 2-2 as this one out to right center. Underneath it is McCarthy. And the Ospreys with an impressive victory as they struck first early, led 2-0, but a huge 4-run bottom of the first. For a while there, you thought Eastern Kentucky's going to put up 10-plus runs.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at that first inning run, but the response from UNF continuing through the second, through the last inning, and I feel like it's a little tough mentally. Like, you're coming into this game as the visiting team, but playing on your field. So that's a different look, too. You got to remember that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But things settled down. It was a tough one for Macy Hunolt. She had to face 7 batters. Give credit, though, Taylor Cook. How good was she?
Yeah, she was awesome. I mean, you look at Taylor Cook, you see how she comes in relief at that pressure situation. You're down in runs, but you work through every inning, and you keep them to a minimum. They only scored one more run after the 5th inning.
Yeah, that's some quality stuff right there. 4 1/3 from Taylor Cook. Kind of keep things in check, and they'll put their team sticker on as they move on in the bracket.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. The bracket, really, like, it's more like the celebration of we're one step closer and that mentality, and it gives you just that extra push. You're like, we're still in this. Day 1, we made it through. Now we've got to get through day 2. What's our plan?
So right now it's been the Florida schools here on this Tuesday. First it was FGCU, now it's North Florida. And we've got Berkeley as she has our player of the game.
Woo! We got a lot going on right now. Addison, let's talk about the momentum shift in the middle of the game. I mean, you guys started off just a little bit slow, but you regained that momentum. What was that spark that really made the difference for your hitters?
I really think that it was just we all needed to be confident in our swinging, and people were hitting it hard just right at people, so it was really just once we started getting some thrill, everything changed.
Speaking of hitting, you were the one that really changed the big momentum of the game by hitting that home run. Walk me through that at-bat.
Well, I had a good at-bat. I was seeing the ball well, the at-bat before, so I just really wanted to keep my swing consistent, and I knew that I was probably going to get a hard in pitch since I had hit a hard out the one before, so I just was ready for it and I turned on it.
How crucial is the confidence going into the game tomorrow?
It's very crucial. We need confidence to go in, yeah.
All right, let's give a hug to your teammate right here that's mean mugging the camera right now. Congratulations to you guys. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Berkeley, as the Ospreys celebrate right there. Well, we talked about Addison. Stepped up big as a shortstop late season, and now she's got to fill the role as a starting catcher.
Yeah, and you think about that. I mean, your catcher's kind of like the lead role on the field. They've got eyes on everything, so they're the voice behind every play. They're helping people out on defense. And then today for her offensively, she put on a show. She came out, hits a home run, produces at the plate, and just, has it on both sides today.
Yeah, as she gets her first career home run, has to catch 3 pitchers. Let's take a look at the bracket as we'll pop that up for you. Both Austin Peay and Eastern Kentucky eliminated. We head into tomorrow, so it'll be a fun day of JU and FGCU first, then North Alabama and North Florida. And just a loaded day. We'll have 3 games in total, 2:30, 5 o'clock, and 7:30, so we'll take you pretty much all day long after you celebrate May 5th and have maybe some chips and salsa. Meg, great stuff. I'll see you later in the week. Same thing with Berkeley. Great work from the entire crew. Cameras today, great stuff. Thank you so much. Long day. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow. So for Berkeley, Mezzanotte, working the dugouts and the sidelines. So for Meg Mahalik, I'm Richard Miller saying so long from the UNF softball complex. A final score as North Florida takes down Eastern Kentucky 8-5. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.